Hi, I'm the Boss Problem Buster, founder of the Pay Raise Commando, a senior organizational consultant of 24 years, having worked across cultures, industries, and ranks with 7,250 employees trained between us, my team and I. I'm also a social psychologist with a master's and a bachelor's degrees, both with honors. My team and I train past over corporate professionals like you to get that pay raise and promotion you're overdue for so that you can finally kill your Monday blues before you sink further and bring your inner joy back, which is the best part of my job and the goal of this channel. Now, back to the salt mines. Now, management is akin to parenthood with all the obvious differences, and your boss's dread of you after having passed you over, is very much akin to parents' reaction to unruly children. Think of a family where one kid is a good boy and the other is a bad boy. The parents' energy, focus, and intent will naturally be directed towards dealing with a bad boy, with the result of neglecting the good boy. This means at first trying to educate him, then disciplining him more and more, but as time goes by, if his rambunctious behavior is still intact, their energy will dwindle and they will do anything to avoid confrontation with that child, to the point of laxing their demands on him in terms of house roles, chores, and general behavior, even at the expense of their parental values. So, for example, their parental educational value may be, in terms of behavior, to insist the boy addresses adults politely, both at home and at school, which is a great educational value to show respect. But in practice, they would look the other way when the bad boy is being disrespectful to them or to uncles and aunts and teachers, just out of exhaustion and fear of turning yet another mundane situation into a full-blown tantrum. And anybody who's ever dealt with kids knows exactly what I'm talking about. So now the whole family dynamics is flipped, a complete 180. Not only is the bad boy catered to and constantly appeased by his parents, but also the good boy is getting all the discipline. Furthermore, the parents' nerves are so frayed at this point that the good boy is being disciplined for every minor infringement that would have otherwise gone either not noticed or noticed but not retaliated. So the good boy is being disciplined even if he doesn't deserve it, and when he does deserve it, to a harsher degree than his behavior warrants. It's all topsy-turvy. And if you're into a Freudian take on it, one might suggest that the parents are much harsher with a good boy as an overcompensation for their failure with a bad boy, and as a means of channeling their own growing frustration and hostility. Keep this in mind. It will relate back to your boss later on. Now, it may seem that we've digressed there, but no, let me assure you this is right on topic, because this is the professional and the political and personal and psychological context your boss is functioning in. And if you want to get ahead in an office that he is running, you need to understand it thoroughly. Plus, I did promise you a deep drill down into your boss's psychology, and that's exactly what we're doing. So in this family analogy, the parents are obviously the boss, but you might be wondering which of the kids you are. Are you the bad boy or the good boy? This will become clear later on, so hang in there. It will totally be worth it, I promise. So to wrap up this example, the most important and pertinent to your situation point here is understanding why and how this unfair and completely upside down dynamics are possible. The answer is quite sobering, if not completely depressing, if you stop to think about it. It is possible, listen, Listen to this. It is possible only because the parents know, drum roll, that the good boy will comply. The disciplinary action will go uncontested, even if somewhat protested. In other words, the good boy gets the shorter end of the stick just because his parents do not fear a retaliation from him. So the paradox is, if you're a good boy, in the sense that you're not feared, you lose. A bit of a dramatic pause here is warranted. Now, does it mean you need to be uncontrollable, impossible to deal with, unpleasant, an a-hole? Of course not, God no. It does mean, however, that being too vanilla will get you tossed aside too easily every time, for sure. Vanilla doesn't make the cut. You should mix in some stronger flavors to create a more robust office persona. And obviously, you need to have a level of sophistication here in order to do it right. It's all about subtleties and degrees of subtleties. I'll address that more in the next part. Also, there's a huge caveat that comes with all that. So please listen carefully, like that 60s song, Don't Let Me Be Misunderstood. Do not twist this into some cop-out as to why you actually lost the promotion or pay raise or both. Oh, poor me, I'm just too good of a person, so they step all over me. Weep, weep. The world is just so cruel and unfair. Well, of course it is. We all know that, but that's irrelevant. And as I said in the previous masterclass, this workplace, the one you're in, this is the sandbox you chose to play in. So you need to figure out the rules of how to win in it. Or get out and find another sandbox to play in. One with rules you like better, and I would applaud you for such a move as long as you do it smartly and help you as best I can to do this transition, but as long as you choose. I'm big on personal responsibility, as you can tell by now. As long as you choose to stay where you are, be it out of convenience or fear or whatever it is, I don't want to hear any bitching about how supposedly unfair your workplace is. If you'd like the full transcript of this video and all the videos on this channel, see the link in the description. It's on our website, bossproblembuster.com, because it's too long to paste here, so not a trick to get you there. But if you do hop over, you'll find many practical reads and a forum where you can discreetly and anonymously ask us anything in regards to landing that promotion and pay raise, to which we reply very quickly. Each video drops inconvenient truth bombs on you right, left, and center, all very direct, pragmatic, and very much non-PC. No fluff, no bullshit. So, if you'd like to get a promotion with a pay raise, or a pay raise independent of a promotion, kill your Monday blues and bring your inner joy back, and if you can handle the truth, you can't handle the truth. I'm channeling Jack Nicholson. Then subscribe, give this video a thumbs up, and hit the notification bell so that we can meet again.